Hello everybody, I'm Caio from Caio Games, and today I'm going to be doing something once again a little different. Today I'm going to be making some box art for the different Pikmin games. So yeah, I'm practically going to be using different assets from those games. But the only rule being I can only use assets from those games, like I just said. So sorry, but I can't use the Giant Weevil in the Pikmin free box art. Okay, anyway, so yeah, let's begin with... Okay, so beginning off, I immediately started grabbing the title. Because, you know, every Pikmin box needs a title. Then I went to grab the background. I decided the Forest of Hope since it was the only one that I knew that did not have any sort of Olimar action. Then I decided to grab the Emperor Bullblax that was guarding a very, very valuable trick part. The subscribe button. Yeah, make sure to remember to like and subscribe. And make sure to hit the notification bell so to see more videos like this one in the future. Anyway, then I went and I decided to pull out Olimar, throwing a Pikmin at the Emperor. So yeah, overall, this was the final product. I think it was really cool, and I give it a 9 out of 10. But let's move on to... I immediately began Pikmin 2 with a few ideas, but then I decided on one perfect idea. So after collecting a few thingamabobs, I began my idea. I began by copy and pasting a Bulborb onto the sheet. Then I got a very scared Pikmin. And then finally, as the final touch, I decided to add Louie on top of the Bulborb, like he was controlling it, like with another something. So yeah, overall, this is the final product, and I found it pretty cool. Though it's far from my best work. In fact, I go to say it's my least good work with a 7 out of 10. But that's just because of the lack of materials I had. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on to... Honestly, Pikmin 3 was one of the easier ones to make. I began immediately by getting the title, and then I decided to get the Formidable Oak as the area. And I got Al's incredibly surprised. Like, look at him. My goodness. Anyway, and the reason he was surprised is because he was fighting the Scornet Maestro. And then the only reason I chose this guy is because it's easy to make and use. And it's just my opinion, I just wanted to choose him. Anyway, then observing the battle unfold at the top of the termite mount of the Formidable Oak is of course the Platinum Race. So yeah, I found this a very cool design. I really liked it. One of the better ones I made in my opinion. So yeah. So I'm going to give it an 8.5. But let's see if the final game's design will hold up. And when speaking of which, it's time for... Okay, so Pikmin 4 was another easy one in my opinion. So yeah. Basically, I put the title and chose Giant's Hearth. Not for any lore or any particular reason. I just wanted to put it in. Anyway, then I decided to use my Giant Earth decision and do some terrain abuse. So I put moss on top of one of the fence pillars, holding Nell with Olimar on top of him. Then I put Rookie, or whatever you want to call him, just make a good profile name and he's set, being followed by every single Pikmin, making them big enough to look like legitimate Pikmin, and making them small enough to look like, well, to be throwable. So yeah, that was a pretty easy one, like most of these. Yeah, honestly, I found this really cool, and I think I'll give it a 7.3 out of 10. Anyway, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and psych! That's right, I have one more inclusion. This one will be the moment you've all been waiting for. The grand finale. I present to you the game that no one cares about, which is obviously... Okay, I knew you all weren't expecting this, but anyway, this was probably the easiest one I had to make. I began by, of course, grabbing the tile. Then I decided to put the image of the first level. Now I wanted to put the tile in the dead center, though another idea was blocking the way, so I decided to just, put it on the side. Then I put the crab race, blocking the path of Olimar. And then I put some yellow Pikmin on the top to top it off. Overall, this looked really good. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to give it a straight, rounded up 8. A great way to finish off this great idea. So, in the individual ranking goes like this. Pikmin 2 in last place at 5th with a measly 7 out of 10. Then we've got Pikmin with a 7.3. Then we've got Pikmin 3 in 3rd place, ironically, with a 7.5. Then we've got Pikmin 4 in 2nd place with a very good 8.5. And then we got Pikmin 1 with a 9. That's right, it was kind of obvious from the start. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified from other videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Caio Game.